All right. Hi, everyone. So I did my presentation on the effects of social media, and specifically looking into the effects of social media on teenage girls. So just to start, I have some um, quotes here. So the first one says exposure to videos and photos on social media platforms can contribute to body dissatisfaction and eating disorders among teen and adolescent girls and can lead to serious mental health issues, including suicide behavior. And this comes from Harvard. So, because of the effects of social media and the misleading pictures that are taken, which are not true, prove to lead to self comparison to the pictures on the internet. This self comparison leads to the risk of their mental health. This can also lead to anorexia and bulimia, which suicide is the second leading cause of death to both of these, to both anorexia and bulimia. So then I have another quote here that says videos and pictures on image-based social media platforms can trigger intense episodes of self-comparison in adolescent and teen girls. Because of their still developing brains, they may process this self-comparison in ways that can pose real risk to their mental health and lives. And then I have another one that says the more teen girls are on social media and exposed to image based social media in particular, the more likely they are to have poor body image. And this was by Amanda Ralph, an instructor at Harvard. So, on average, girls spend more time on social media platforms than boys do. There's some exceptions that you'll see in here or in the next one, but this one is from 2022 and 2023. So 2022 is going to be the green, and then 2023 is going to be the blue. And this is the percent of teens from 13 to 17 who use these apps. So in apps like Snapchat, Facebook, WhatsApp, Reddit, Discord, and Be Real, we see either the same or an increase in teens who are using these. In other ones like YouTube, let's see, TikTok, in Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. These ones are have actually lowered, which is good, but this just shows the percent of all teens. And then I have a comparison of girls to boys. So girls is going to be in the orange and boys is going to be in the blue. So in every single one of them, except for Twitch, girls are on average more on average are more on social media. The exception is Twitch, which makes sense because Twitch is it's used for video games and females don't really do that. But Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, of course, all are dominated by the females. Okay, so I have some more quotes here. So it says, according to a 2022 study done by the Pew Research Center, 92% of teen girls report using YouTube. Another 73% say they use TikTok, 69% say they use Instagram, and 64% say they use Snapchat. So these are the industries that I'm going to be calling out. So 92% of girls use YouTube, which is crazy. I mean, that's a large portion of females, and they're watching anything from makeup videos to influencers to workout videos and all these things, and they're constantly comparing themselves. And then another 73% use TikTok, which is another platform for influencers and makeup videos and working out and models pretty much. 69% say they use Instagram, and 64% say they use Snapchat, which is also crazy. And then another one here says more than 40% of Instagram users are 22-year-old and younger, with about 22 million teens logging onto the site each day. That's a crazy number when you really think about it. 22 million teens log on to Instagram every single day and just scroll for hours. So the image that is portrayed on social media is typically fake, and teenage girls want to look like the girls in the fake pictures. This drives body dysmorphia up and causes eating disorders and self-harming. Teenage girls compare themselves to what they see on the internet and often create what has become a normal feeling of body dissatisfaction. Um, excuse me. In teenagers, the part of the brain that processes emotions develops faster than the part that develops judgment. Many adolescent girls respond to what they see on social media using their emotions, which creates the feeling that they are not as good as what they are seeing on social media. So then I have another one that says teen girls are really hyper vulnerable to physical parameters because they learn early on what you should look like and how you present how you present comes with a value sign of some sort. Um, so I have two really good resources here for teen girls in particular. So both of these sources were something that I actually found in high school for one of my friends that I'll get into in a second. These are for when girls are really struggling with social media and what they see, and they don't know where to turn to or don't know what to do. They can go to these and they can see other stories. They can talk with other people who have gone through the same thing. They can connect with their peers, and it just has a lot of resources and a lot of articles that they can read. So, call to action. So, speaking on the parent side, they do not often realize their social media feed is different from their children's. The conversation of what parents need to do about their child's social media needs to be addressed more. So, when I say address more, I mean it needs to be a more open conversation between parents and teenagers, because I genuinely think that a lot of parents don't know that their social media is different than their daughters. So, teenage girls starting at 13 and 14 are being exposed to fake social media and are finding themselves questioning how they look and how they should look in the future. They're left wondering if they are going to be successful in the future if they do not look like these images on social media. It is beneficial for teenage girls to have a vision for their future, which also could be a more open conversation with parents to for the teenage girls to talk with their parents about what they see in the future, and just to understand what's going on. So a little personal story. I had a friend who really struggled in high school for this, and I, of course, asked her if I could share it. But she really struggled with it. She was smart, she was athletic, got good grades, she was beautiful, but she saw things on social media that weren't necessarily true, and she actually developed an eating disorder and got really sick from it. Because of what she was seeing on these sites. So I just think that the conversation could be more open for these teenage girls to realize that social media is fake and that they are cared about by so many different people, and that they should just understand that there's so much more than social media. Um, and then I have my works cited, and I have those two links, of course, again in here, just in case anybody wants to check them out. But that was it. That was my extent of my research. So thank you for listening.